A very happy morning to all my students. Students, we have started with the chapter Coal and Petroleum, and in today's video we are going to learn about petroleum. That how petroleum is formed under the earth and how it is used to obtain a number of more products. So, let us start with petroleum. Petroleum is an exhaustible natural resource like coal. It is oftenly mixed with or confused with petrol, but petroleum and petrol, these are two different things. Petrol is used as a fuel in light automobiles like in motorcycles, in scooters, in cars, and diesel is used in heavy motor vehicles like trucks and tractors. Now, this petrol and diesel are obtained from a natural resource called petroleum. Now, the word petroleum means petro stands for rock and lium stands for oil. Thus, petroleum is actually a rock oil. Now, do you know how it is formed? Petroleum is formed from organisms living in the sea. As these organisms die, their bodies they just got buried under the sea and got covered with the layers of sand and soil and clay. Okay, now over million of years in the absence of air and under the high temperature and pressure conditions, all these dead remains they got converted into petroleum and natural gas. From where this petroleum and natural gas are obtained by digging the oil wells. So, petroleum is a very important natural fuel. Now, it is a dark oily liquid and has an unpleasant odor. It has number of constituents in it which are obtained by its refining process. Now, what are those constituents? Like petroleum gas, petrol, diesel, lubricating oil, paraffin wax, a number of constituents are there in the petroleum. All these constituents are separated from the petroleum by the process of refining of petroleum, which is done in petroleum refineries, which I have shown you in the picture. Okay, students? Now let us talk about the constituents of petroleum and where they are used. The very first constituent of petroleum refining is liquid petroleum gas, that is LPG, which we use at our home in cylinders. Then we have petrol. Petrol, as we all know, that it is used as a motor fuel. It is a light motor fuel because the light vehicles like motorcycle, car, they use it as a fuel. They run on it. It is also used as a solvent for dry cleaning. Then we have kerosene. Kerosene is a fuel for stoves, lamps, and jet aircrafts. Then the fourth constituent is diesel. Diesel acts as a fuel for heavy motor vehicles and for electrical generators. Then we have the paraffin wax. Paraffin wax is used as an ointment also, and it is used in candles, Vaseline, etc. Then last constituent of the petroleum refining is bitumen. Bitumen is used in paints and in road surfacing. Okay, students, so in this way a number of products are obtained from the petroleum refining. Thus, petroleum is a very important natural resource. Now let us talk about natural gas. Natural gas is a very important fossil fuel. Why? Because it is easy to transport through the pipes. It is stored under high pressure as CNG, that is compressed natural gas. It is oftenly described as a cleanest fuel. Why it is known as a cleaner fuel? Because it produces lesser CO2 per joule than the other fuels. It is also a major source of electricity generation. CNG, about which we have just talked, it is a cleaner alternative to the automobile fuels also, which is used under the name gasoline. Now, in India, natural gas has been found in Tripura, Rajasthan, Maharashtra, and in Krishna Godavari deltas. Natural gas has also found its use in the manufacture of chemicals and fertilizers. So you can see that natural gas is again a very important fossil fuel which nature has given us. Students, nature has given us many things: coal, petroleum, natural gas. These are the three main fuels which we obtain from nature. But are we using it properly? The question is this: nature is giving it us, but will nature be able to give us at this pace, with the pace with which we are using it? We should work wisely, and thus we should think about the conservation of these natural resources. We have to conserve it, because otherwise our future will be in danger, because we people are in habit to use these things in our daily life. And for this, in India, the Petroleum Conservation Research Association has been made. It advises people how to use petrol and diesel while driving. According to this, drive at a constant and moderate speed, means you shouldn't do like that. Once you increases the speed and then apply the brakes, then increases the speed and again applying the brakes, but in that a lot of diesel or petrol is used. We should switch off the engine at traffic lights and at a place where you have to wait. We should also ensure the correct tire pressure, and we should have a regular check on it. We should also ensure the regular maintenance of vehicles. By doing these small things, we will just put our effort towards the conservation of our natural resources. So thank you all of you. Thank you for watching. I hope that this chapter is clear to all of you. Thank you once again.